Just wanted to show some progress that I made upon this project I'm working on. So this is a build up from Module 5 of the courses that GDQuest has out. And the course is amazing. It really gets you into basically thinking like a game developer and builds up on principles. And they have just their teaching method is very very well thought out, and they put a lot of work into everything that they put out. But so with that module 5, what I've done here to build on top of it is I have this new UI stat called energy, and so the boost button when you push space will not boost until you have enough energy. So here I go, and now I boost. And that's one of the things I put in here. A couple other things, there's wrap around, the ship will move around. But if you notice there, I actually took a lot of damage. I don't have a death mechanic yet, but it does check to make sure that the health doesn't go below 0. And then I can heal back up with the health packs and have the energy packs. What I really want to do with this is take it a step further when I just have free time to mess around with ideas. But this was a little PNG that I use for the asteroids that are placeholders. I will find a better one, and they will collide and do an animation when they break up. I want to add a projectile that the spaceship could fire, that will use energy as well, that will break the asteroids. So that will add in a different collision layer, and then they will be able to detect each other. I also want to, of course, have like the game over scene. Then then I will have the the entire game move along with the spaceship as well. One thing you notice too is that all the little asteroids are spawning. There is a mechanic in there that built in to a part where when they leave the viewports, the nodes will destroy themselves. So this basically just it's really good for just cleaning up assets and making sure that the game just runs smooth. And another thing I want to do is maybe add like a special weapon that uses 100% of your energy that will do like an EMP pulse that pushes all the asteroids away from you. So when you could increase the difficulty level, let's say I create levels where you get to a certain amount of gems collected, and then you move on to the next level. You can increase the difficulty level by increasing the spawn rate of the asteroids, and also increase there's also scales in there for increasing their size and increasing their movement and things like that. So you could just inherently just make things more difficult as you move on. And then you could the gems that you collect too, you can maybe spend for upgrades like a bigger projectile for your weapon, maybe even have a shield that is around you where it'll basically absorb a single hit from an asteroid. And you could just keep going. And I just really appreciate this course because it really is helping to solidify the foundation of developing games, and it doesn't really hold your hand too much, and it pushes you to kind of challenge yourself and to kind of pushes you out of the nest to kind of do things. And I kind of just took it even a step further, just and everything I've done within the game and the scope right now has I didn't use any concepts that were not taught in the course up until this point. So anything that you see are all skills and things developed from what I've learned in the course. There's a lot of random number generations. I created a new instance scene called Asteroid Placer. When it comes to the asteroids, yeah, I use the same thing to randomly spawn it on the screen, but I created 4 zones, and the zones basically being the 4 edges of the screen. And then it will randomly pick one of those edges to spawn on. So what I do is you could basically hold one of the vectors, one of the position vectors, you could hold it into a constant. So it's either y is equal to 0 or y is equal to max. So it's either the top of the screen or the bottom of the screen right here. And then 3 and 4 is when your x value is 0 or the x value is at max range. So it will be what's called will be your X component being on the left side of the screen or X being on the right side of the screen. So that basically, because when I was first testing it, I was having asteroids just randomly appear in the middle of the screen, and so just. But I got the mechanics working, and then I was like, okay, this is something I needed to do. I need to move the asteroids into better spawning areas, and was able to create those. And yeah, I'm just really impressed with how much I'm learning and how fast I'm learning it. And not only am I learning it, I'm able to actually use what I'm doing to basically kind of create my own ideas and push forward. So if you're thinking about doing the courses for Godot, or you have any thoughts about it, I highly recommend it. I have a programming background as an engineer. I, uh, I work in aerospace and everything. So when it comes to applying what knowledge I know, it's game development's kind of it's a lot of problem solving. It's a lot of tricks, and there's a lot of things that you learn from the industry that people have learned lessons learned over time. And yeah, you could learn those things or teach yourself those things, but I have spent a lot of time going down rabbit holes and basically wasting time to trying to figure out things that are pretty simple in the industry. So it's kind of nice to have a solid foundation that I could build upon, and it's highly rewarding. I highly recommend the course.